So I think that like right now we have Christine to conclude our event to have a closing remark for us.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I've always wanted to be the closer. It seems like an auspicious title. As you all may know, that our branch directors meeting for the Hong Kong Trade Development Council is happening. And so otherwise, of course, Regina would be probably leading this presentation, or Winchell or Tiffany in Los Angeles. But I'm stepping in, and I'm actually selfishly thankful because over the course of the last couple of years, I've really gotten to know everyone on a more personal level. And I think that having the pandemic and having many of our events virtual had opened up a lot of doors for people that I have never met before, because generally the events are held in person. You're going to California or Toronto, etc. But this gives me an opportunity to get to know your chapters, to understand all the activity that you have going on, and just such dynamic personalities. And I could see why you all love being part of the association. I have to share a presentation, and I do apologize, but I think it'll help to just kind of reinforce some points that, of course, our Hong Kong office would like for me to share with everyone. You are the cheerleader of such for our associations. Without you, many of TDC's priorities would not be as significant and have such success stories. And so I'm just very grateful to be here to kind of summarize some of the upcoming things that are going on for TDC, the initiatives for Hong Kong that we're trying to translate through our events. The upcoming ones that are, I think many of you have attended these in the past, that there is something new right here, this Startup Express International. So I'll touch a little bit on each of these, and I promise you that I will be brief, because I know that we've all been here for a while. You're probably wanting to get your dinner or whatever the case, but let me just kind of briefly show you this. I'm trying to get my screen into presenter mode. I've got my Zoom bar that's taking up all of my space, so I apologize. I'll try to, let me expand this a little bit. I'll just kind of go with it the way it is right now. So the Belton Road Summit that's coming up in August, at the end of August, and September 1st. This is going to be hybrid. So if any of you potentially are traveling to Hong Kong, I know you'd have to endure a week of quarantine, at least at the moment. Maybe things will be changing soon, but this might be one of the events that might kick off your travel back to Hong Kong. So this is the subject of this year's edition, the 7th edition, heralding a new chapter, collaborate and innovate. And I think that really kind of even summarizes what's going on today. We're kind of moving forward through this pandemic. We're working on collaborating, learning from each other, and trying to innovate new ways to make our associations and Hong Kong be a standout. These are some of the breakout themes, noting some key ones that are, I think, are just headliners for any city in the US or any country right now. The ESG and the sustainability, I think, are prominent, as well as just technology in general. And then this bringing up the startups and the young business leaders. And I've just listening from the feedback that many of you have been talking about your associations. I know that Henry had talked about, training younger professionals to kind of step into roles and kind of leading as the new regime, up and coming regime, and collaborating with those that have been in the associations for such a long time. Maybe this might be an opportunity to talk with some of your startups and those that are just young professionals looking globally, inviting them to participate virtually. to the Belton Road Summit, learn about the Greater Bay Area and the various countries that are part of those logistics and maritime Belton Road. And then let's see, let's move on here. So then, of course, we have that business matching element, finding investors. If you have projects, this might be an opportunity. If you know some of your clients that are in any of these breakout industry sectors, this might be a great chance to invite them. Additionally, with Hong Kong, the biotech industry sector is prominent. Hong Kong is trying to build a strong community of working with mainland China, especially many of the clusters within the Greater Bay Area, Hong Kong Science and Technology Park, you know, just we've got such great universities and medical institutions that are standout. Well, we're trying to bring everyone together for the Asia Summit on Global Health. And so if you have many of you, like for instance, in the California area, I'm sure that the biotech scene is hot and prominent, also in Texas, Chicago, we've got other parts of the Midwest, and on our East Coast. You all are probably very familiar with many of the rising unicorns and such. Let's invite them and have them come in and participate and be a part of the deal flow sessions, etc. So we are having these virtual exhibits as well as the in-person, if so be it, this deal flow matching session again. And then here are the key industry or subject lines of the sessions. And then also, this is new. Many of you may be familiar with the Startup Express. HKTDC had put this together, kind of showcasing Hong Kong startups. Well, we're now going to try to build a confluence of such, asking global startups to join in a finale. So this might be a good opportunity, and this is happening during the time frame of the early part of December. So if you have any of those that have been standouts in your associations, maybe through your business dealings, offer them this an opportunity to be showcased for global marketing and be in front of global investors. And so here are the criteria, basically just being established for 5 years or under, and then focusing on innovation and technology. And then here, I think everyone is waiting to hear what's going on with the Hong Kong Forum. I mean, this is our annual event. This is where everyone comes together and comes to Hong Kong. Well, this year we're forecasting a hybrid event. And so these are the dates. It's November 29th through the 30th. We're hoping, of course, that as time goes on, the quarantine will be lifted, and then we'll have that opportunity to be in Hong Kong face-to-face, enjoying each other's company. And the virtual element is wonderful, as we're doing right now, but there definitely is a sense of camaraderie that I personally feel that I can only imagine is even more in abundance when you get to Hong Kong. And so here are some of the key themes that are going on. Of course, the Greater Bay Area, health tech once again, and then the economic outlook, because I'm sure that many of you are wondering where things stand post-pandemic, and that's sustainability and innovation again. So here we are. Keep that date, mark it down on your calendar, and we'll try to keep you updated as things start to evolve. But I'm hopeful that all of us will at least consider, maybe even if you don't attend in person, we'll still have the virtual element, and it would still be a pleasure to have all of you join us again. And this is my closing slide, because I truly feel that this is a mantra that many of us at TDC, at ETO, Invest Hong Kong, all of us just feel that our Hong Kong business associations are our closest partners. You're the champions that help keep the energy of Hong Kong as a key hub for doing business in Asia, in the Asian region, alive. And your success stories, your connections have been a true attribute to anyone that's had the pleasure of working with you.